Hi guys, Aaron from AaronB Fitness here. In this video, you're going to learn the 2 things you need to know and the 5 quick and simple steps that you're going to want to take in order to bring more activity and exercise into your daily and weekly routine. Let's talk. The first thing you need to know in order to bring more activity and exercise into your daily and weekly routine is that you want to. You want to because if you don't keep moving, you can't keep moving. If you want to take the stairs and not the elevator, but you take the elevator for 6 months, you're never going to find the energy to want to take the stairs. If you like to walk the dog, but you hand it off to the kids for 6 months straight, you're never going to find the energy and the enthusiasm to start walking the dog again. You got to keep moving if you want to keep moving. If you always get dropped off at the restaurant entrance instead of walking from where the car's parked, you're not going to wake up one morning and feel like walking from wherever the car's parked. You got to keep moving if you want to keep moving. That's number 1. Number 2, you're only going to engage in the activity and exercise that you are enthusiastic about. Now, I could tell you, drop and give me 10 burpees. I could tell you, get on the rowing machine. I could tell you, give me 2 miles on the treadmill. If you're not enthusiastic about it, it's no way to begin bringing activity and exercise into your daily and weekly routine. What you need to know, this number 2, is you're gonna do what you wanna do. And hey, that's a good thing. So now on to the 5 simple and quick steps that you're gonna wanna do in order to bring that activity and exercise into your daily routine and your weekly routine. Step number 1, get comfortable with this wonderful notion that you get to pick the exercise or activity. That's the way you wanna begin to integrate more of that into your daily and weekly routine. You get to pick. Let go of that pressure that you find from the fitness gurus online, that you find from the fabulous looking people advertising for the gyms, that you should do this or that you need to do the stationary bike for 45 minutes, that you need to do the row, or that you need to go run 5 miles. Let go of that pressure and anxiety. You get to choose what to do, and that's how you're going to invite activity and exercise into your routine. So that's step number 1. That's easy. Let go of the pressure. Step number 2, select some exercises that you're enthusiastic about. Select some gentle ones and select some challenging ones. And make a list of 3 to 5 activities and exercises that you're enthusiastic about. Some that are gentle and calm on the days when you're not that excited about doing something challenging, and some that are more challenging and difficult. So how do you select these exercises? Well, there's wonderful resources online that will offer you a variety of choices of activities and exercises, including how many calories they burn per minute and per hour based on your weight. And you'll be able to choose some that are calm, some that are challenging, and that's what's going to comprise your list of 3 to 5. So how do you find these activities and exercises to select from and to put on your list? Put in your search engine, calories burned by exercise. That's going to take you to a whole host of websites that'll offer you a variety of exercises and activities to choose from, and they'll tell you how many calories each of those activities and exercises burn based on the amount of time and your body weight. One of my favorites is you can actually put in your search engine MyFitnessPal exercise lookup. MyFitnessPal exercise lookup, a wonderful website that has a list of perhaps hundreds of activities and exercises for you to choose from, and also a calculator that will let you know how calm and easy they are by way of how many calories they burn over time compared to how challenging they might be by measuring how many calories they burn for you. In addition, you can go to my website, AaronBFitness.com, and find a similar exercise selection tool, which has a very lengthy list of activities and exercises, and it will interactively calculate how many calories you're going to burn depending on which one you select. Again, so you can select some gentle and calm ones to include in your list, and you can select some vigorous and challenging ones to include in your list. So that takes care of step number 2. You've made your list. You've got some gentle and calm activities and exercises to choose from, and you've got some vigorous and more challenging exercises and activities to choose from. Step number 3, get up in the morning, look at your list, and pick one and commit to 15 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour, whatever suits you that day, the gentle and calm selection or the vigorous and challenging selection, and the amount of time you're prepared to engage in it, because again, it needs to be your choice, it needs to be something you're enthusiastic about, and then you're gonna do it. So it's all about what you choose, and that's why it works. So that's step number 3. You get up in the morning and you make your decision on which of those exercises that you've chosen and that you're enthusiastic about, you're prepared to engage in that day. And if it changes throughout the day, then you're entitled to change your mind and do something different. But again, each of those selections is something that you generally are enthusiastic about. So you're very likely to be prepared at any given time to pick one of them and to do it for some amount of time. Step number 4, when the time comes that day to go ahead and engage in the activity or the exercise, well, just do it. Step number 4 is simple. Just go ahead and do what you decided that morning you were gonna do. And finally, step number 5 is also fun, and you're gonna be enthusiastic about it, and that's what's gonna take you further. Step number 5 is revisit your list of gentle and calm activities and exercises and vigorous and challenging activities and exercises. Revisit that list and change it around a bit. Add something new. Substitute in something that's somewhat outside of your comfort zone. But after you have been engaging in your exercise and activities and you've incorporated that into your daily and weekly routine, and that's something new that you haven't been doing before, you're gonna find yourself interested and open to doing more and different things. So let's recap. The 2 things you need to know. If you want to keep moving, you got to keep moving. You can't be completely sedentary and absent of activity and exercise and expect to wake up one morning and be ready and raring to go to engage in whatever that activity and exercise is that you're hopeful that you will, whether it's taking the stairs rather than the elevator, or walking from the rear of the parking lot rather than being dropped off, or taking the dog for a walk, or playing with your grandchildren. If you want to keep moving, you got to keep moving, and that means you need to incorporate some activity and exercise into your daily and weekly routine. The second thing you need to know, you're only going to do, especially at the get-go, when you're just beginning to incorporate activity and exercise into your daily and weekly routine, you're only going to do, in the long haul, consistently and persistently, the things that you want to do, that you're enthusiastic about doing and that you've chosen. Don't be led down the wrong road that's going to turn you off completely by the fitness gurus and the celebrities you see online trying to sell you gym ads. You need to pick and make that list. That leads us to the 5 simple steps. First step, get comfortable with that notion. You get to pick what activities and exercises you're going to choose from on a day-to-day basis, especially at the beginning. That's how you get started. That's how you get comfortable with all of this. Number 2, make that list of 3 to 5 different activities, some gentle and calm for the days when you don't have the energy, but you're still going to do something, some vigorous and challenging for the days that you're ready for sweating a little bit. That's step number 2, make that list. Step number 3, get up in the morning and pick from the list and make that commitment. And it's not going to be difficult because it's activities and exercise that you selected. Step number 4, simply do it. Simply go ahead and engage in that activity or exercise when the time of the day comes. And again, you'll be enthusiastic because it's an activity or exercise that you decided on to begin with. And finally, step number 5. After you've incorporated on a regular basis some exercise and activity according to steps 1 through 4 into your daily and weekly routine, then shake your list up a little bit. Go back to the resources where you can find exercise and activities to choose from, and pick something that's a little more outside your comfort zone. Add that to your list, and you're going to feel comfortable with doing that at that point. So it's still going to be your choice, and you're still going to be enthusiastic about it. And if you can appreciate those 2 things you need to know, and you can follow those 5 quick and simple steps, I can assure you that you will easily and enjoyably begin to incorporate activity and exercise into your daily routine, and you'll feel like a new person about it.